In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League.
Hey Marvel Geeks, Adam Bray here, author of Marvel Comics and Marvel Studios books for DK Publishing. And this week's character in focus is Dr. Stephen Strange. And many of you will know Dr. Strange as the famous sorcerer or Sorcerer Supreme, who lives at 177A Bleecker Street, otherwise known as the Sanctum Sanctorum in Greenwich Village, New York City. And Dr. Strange is based on a character called Chandu the Magician, who appeared in a radio program from the 1930s. But he first appeared in Marvel Comics in Strange Tales number 110, and that debuted in July 1963. It would be several issues later before we actually got his backstory, though. Now, reading from the recent Marvel Encyclopedia from DK Publishing, which I contributed to, Dr. Stephen Strange was a highly successful but arrogant surgeon whose brilliant career was abruptly cut short by a car accident. He suffered nerve damage to his hands that left him unable to work as a surgeon. Desperate for a cure, he went to Tibet to meet a healer known as the Ancient One. When Strange discovered the Ancient One's pupil, Baron Mordo, intended to murder his master, Mordo cast a spell on Strange that prevented him from warning the Ancient One. The Ancient One revealed that he was already aware of Mordo's treachery, however, and Strange then became his new pupil. Upon finishing his training, Dr. Strange lived in New York City's Greenwich Village, protecting humanity from supernatural menaces such as Mordo, Nightmare, and Dormammu. When the Ancient One died, Dr. Strange inherited his role as Sorcerer Supreme of Earth. Strange later co-founded the Defenders and the Illuminati, and often helps the Avengers. Because of his use of dark magic on desperate occasions, Strange temporarily lost his position as the Sorcerer Supreme. Brother Voodoo assumed the mantle for a time, but after Voodoo's death, Strange proved he could handle black magic without losing control and won back his title. Strange survived the destruction of reality that came later, helping Doctor Doom to create Battleworld. Following its obliteration, he faced one of his greatest challenges when the Empirical arrived on Earth, intent on wiping out magic. They nearly succeeded, and Strange only just managed to stop them. While fighting the Empirical, it was revealed that all of Strange's pain and misery had, over time, been magically transferred into a creature in the cellar of Strange's Sanctorum. The creature took on a more lifelike form after the Empirical were destroyed, calling itself Mr. Misery, and sought revenge on Strange before it was defeated. When Strange mysteriously lost his magical abilities, he ventured into space to find magic on other worlds in order to make himself once more worthy of the title Sorcerer Supreme. Now, Benedict Cumberbatch made his debut as Doctor Strange in the October 20th, 2016 movie by the same title, Doctor Strange. But he was actually mentioned in Captain America Winter Soldier prior to that. Now, after his debut movie, he then appeared in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. And he is set to appear the end of this year in Spider-Man 3. name of that is escaping me, but you all probably know it. And he will have his sequel, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, with the Scarlet Witch. It's touted as being as sort of a horror movie. I'm kind of skeptical of that description. I think it'll probably be a lot of fun. But I'm not sure if that's coming out this next year or not. Perhaps so, but I'm greatly looking forward to it. Now, Doctor Strange action figures, and we're talking about the 6-inch variety here. I'll leave the other sizes, shapes, and brands to others to discuss. But of the Toy Biz and Hasbro, there really aren't that many, relatively speaking. The first to be released was the Toy Biz version. It was part of the Galactus Build-A-Figure wave, and it's really a beautiful figure. Just everything about it, the design and paint job is really gorgeous and meticulous, and it has probably the best cape representation of any of the figures. It's just a big flowing red beautiful cape. The next one was part of the Hulkbuster wave. This one he does not have his cloak of levitation, and it is a more modern version of Doctor Strange, and that body would be reused for the Book of Vishanti set. It was an SDCC exclusive. Very beautiful set. That includes a I think they're all comic book versions of the character. Hela, which is different than the MCU version. Really cool looking figure. Dormammu, I think that may have later been released as a Build-A-Figure. I'm not sure if there's a difference or not. There's another character, I'm not sure who she is. There's Brother Voodoo, who was later released. But the Doctor Strange, and I think there's an Eye of Agamotto in there too. But beautiful case. And the Doctor Strange, it's the same body used as the Hulkbuster figure. But this is in his astral form, so it's the transparent kind of soft, more bendy plastic. And then this body would be used yet again for the movie wave, but this time appears with kind of a clunky looking cape, and some yellow magical bubbly spheres instead of the green or the transparent in the previous versions. Also in that wave is the representation of Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, which is a really great figure. And that body is used again for another astral form of Doctor Strange. This is more of a white plastic. And the Build-A-Figure here is Dormammu, who's really a cool interdimensional villain. Now this body gets used yet again for a Marvel Studios 3-pack. This is the first 10 years set. And this includes the Doctor Strange. It's a bit of a repaint with the face printing technology, so it's actually a nicer figure. Has an extra sort of a magical spell thing that he casts with his hand. And it includes Thanos and Iron Man. What sets that Iron Man apart is he's got a button on his chest that lights up something. I don't know if I've ever seen that in another Hasbro figure, but a very cool set. But then upcoming this year, there are at least 2 figures. There is one for Spider-Man. and I'm not sure if it reuses parts of this MCU version. It very well may be some form of a reprint. I'm not sure if it's new or not, but at the very least it's repainted. And also there is a version for the What If, which if I'm guessing right, is the episode we'll be discussing on this show. And I believe from the photos I've seen, this What If animated version, which is a very beautiful figure, is more of a dark Sorcerer Supreme who's kind of taken over by dark magic. So there you go, some great figures. Sadly, I don't have any. I've missed out on all of these. So hopefully I can at least pick up these 2 new ones. But if you'd like to learn more about Doctor Strange, you can order one of my books for comics. There is the Marvel Encyclopedia, Marvel Absolutely Everything You Need to Know, and Ultimate Marvel for Marvel Studios. There's the Marvel Studios Visual Dictionary, Marvel Studios Character Encyclopedia, and Marvel Studios 101. Many of these books are also available in Spanish. I can get Spanish copies. There are other languages of these that you can get on Amazon, though I don't have access to them. But you can order copies directly from me. That's a great way to support me as a starving author. To do that, to order a signed copy with swag while supplies last, just get in touch with me via social media. I'm at author Adam Bray at Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or you can try to get a message through one of the channels for Chewy's Cantina. So thanks for listening.